Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. In startup funding, the valuation is often fixed and does not change. Performance-based valuation changes the valuation if certain conditions are not met. Here's how performance-based valuations work. Let's take an example. The startup proposes a valuation of $10 million and forecasts revenue to reach $1 million by the end of the year. The investor agrees to a $10 million valuation. If the startup does not achieve the revenue forecast, then the investor claws back some of the equity. In the example, if the revenue falls short, then the valuation goes from $10 million to $8 million. The startup must achieve certain performance requirements to maintain the valuation. This provides an incentive to the founder to achieve a milestone promised to the investor. This compensates the investor in the event the milestone is not achieved. Consider a performance-based valuation for your fundraise. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start us into today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.